feel like we're getting to the point in AEW where the negative aspects of schmarks and schmizmarks and wrestling fans, internet wrestling community. I feel like we're at a point where
The Really Scraps was taped before a live studio audience.
the negativity of that is being lessened.
Mhm.
I don't know why or I don't know how. That's just what I've personally noticed. When a wrestler comes out, the fans support them.
Yeah.
You know, uh, Queen Aminata wasn't getting super support for a while, and then stuff turned, and people are in her. People talk a lot. Maybe it's also because I don't read about wrestling much anymore online, so maybe I'm just not seeing it. But things like what's that guy's name? Action Andretti. Like, oh, he's so bad, like, or not bad because he's not. He's an amazing wrestler, but like the negativity was, oh, he doesn't have a gimmick, and like why they brought him and had him beat Jericho only for them to do nothing with him. So let's not care about him, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, no, he comes out now with Leo Rush and a team, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're heels, boo, we hate them. Let's give a big reaction. Like, look, we're buying in." That's what I see from a lot of the fans now, or hear from a lot of the fans when you see the show, or even when they're live. There's not a lot of like people talking under their breath of at least, and definitely around us at all the shows we were at. There wasn't a lot of oh yeah, he's gonna lose because he's not a WWE guy, and like a lot of the snarky stuff that you would read on the internet. Like I didn't see a lot of that. What I did see was, people complain about celebrities being in wrestling, but the people that were in front of us at these AEW shows, at all the shows, there were large numbers of people singing along because they knew the lyrics to the Costco Guys song.
Yeah.
Like,
it was fucking infectious because at All In, like, I was into it.
Yeah.
Like I was.
And I don't have a big opinion of the Costco Guys either.
Me
Like,
neither.
it's not my demographic to watch them.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna shit on them because they're just not for me. You know?
I still don't know what the fuck exactly they do.
Yeah, and similar stuff to like what's that one dude? Like Jelly Roll, That's not my demographic. That's not my interest. I show me what you have if they're gonna put you on TV. Show me what you got,
Show me what you got.
So, but with the Costco Guy, he's universally loved by the live audience. Like, they fucking love this guy.
Yeah.
And they love charisma. They love his children. He trots his children out there, and people love him.
Well, he has one children. The other one's just kind of a homie.
Nah, man. If he's claiming some sort of responsibility for that child, putting him on air, putting him on television, putting him near a wrestling ring. He has to claim responsibility for that shit. Like,
nah, that's some carny shit, bro. It's just like
that's crazy.
Or something.
Like, with the Rizzlers, like parents watching from home. I know they weren't. I highly doubt it. I'm sure they were backstage, like begging him not to get murdered.
Yeah, no shit.
But in my mind, the Rizzler just like went off and has these fucking adventures, and his parents are like cooking dinner and be like, "Hey, where's Rizzler at? It's almost time for dinner." No, he went with his friend over to All In, this crazy wrestling show in Dallas. Oh, so he won't be home for dinner. He's gonna miss out on your fucking pork chops or whatever the fuck,
I like to think that the pork chops with the marmalade. He loves the marmalade. I would like to think that they put on the show, and at the same time that we popped when Rizzler got up off his seat, that they also popped.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's about to. Our son's about to with a mouthful of fucking pork chop marmalade shit. Like,
Mother, do you think when we turn on this wrestling show tonight. Do you think our son's going to go like this? Well, I think he will.
That's how he does it.
I have to think wholesomely about it because
goddamn
because children being possibly exploited for monetary gain bothers me. So I have to think.
Yeah.
Well, I got to think. Leave it to Beaver shit.
Yeah. Leave it to Rizzler.
Whenever my kids talk about the influencers that they look up to, like I can't even pretend. I tell them like, "Hey, those kids are at work when you're watching them. That is work. You really don't want to work right now, child. I will not allow you to be an influencer.
Tell them not to work themselves into a shoot, brother."
I'll give Hogan credit for that one. That was a good one. Yeah. It was a good one.
All right. You know what? Forget what I said earlier. All is forgiven. Like, yeah.
It came crashing down. What can we tell you, people?
It hurts inside, Oh Lord. But that was really fucking surprising, man. Like the amount of people that were into the whole Costco Rizzler thing, and knew their shit, Because I think it was at All In when we were getting a little bit of lore or something behind us. I think it was there, like they were kind of like talking about it.
Yeah. It shocked me, and it didn't make me like try to overcompensate or roll my eyes or be like, man, you know what? Now I hate these Costco guys. Fuck that. It just made me realize, like, look, guys, not everything has to be for you. You know, you can still enjoy it. You can still enjoy the product.
And to the point you were making earlier, it's like there's the willingness to just kind of play along and just be part of the show and just enjoy what they're playing in front of you.
Just buy in, and then, oh shit, Costco guy did a fucking massive power bomb. Okay, that's cool.
And that's kind of that's been like an all across the board thing, and like with so much wrestling out, like even with MLW, with all the Lucha stuff and GCW, like that stuff just becomes way more enjoyable when you continue to do that. Yeah. When you just buy into it, like you're saying, just buy into what the fuck you're watching because it's fun. Like at GCW, like half the dudes that were there, like we didn't know who the fuck they were, but the shit was still super fun. Like you don't like just buy into it, be there to have fun. And I think that's because we were jaded wrestling fans in the early 2000s. And that's a lot of what happened, man. You just started they started insulting the audience, and we kept watching, trying, not consistently, right, but you keep going back to it because you're like, fuck, it's got to get better, kind of shit. But over time you get jaded, and that's why you become so cynical, and do like you were saying about the Action Andretti shit, where it's like, oh well, this guy's, he's an he's a ex-WWE guy, so he's gonna fucking lose, that kind of shit. Like you start to leave that at home because there's so much good wrestling, it's so consistently good, and it's like, this is what the fuck we're here for. Like this is why we have kept watching, because this is the type of shit that we've been wanting.
Yeah, and there's no need to poo-poo any of these guys because, Action Andretti did nothing wrong.
Yeah, Action Andretti is fucking cool.
Everybody you see on TV, if you talk shit about their wrestling quality or that they're doing this or doing that, like, get your head out of your ass. They're on television because they are wrestlers. They are professional fucking wrestlers on television. I mean, people are giving Cesar Bononi his flowers because everybody was happy that he's not wrestling and he's becoming like a health guy and protecting the health of a lot of wrestlers, But Cesar Bononi didn't like injure anybody when he was wrestling. He didn't like, do anything awful. But then I see Cesar Bononi, they fire him, or whatever they go, and then I see him wrestle an indie match like a month later, and people at this indie show had the nerve to chant, "You can't wrestle," at the guy who was on television and was wrestling good enough to be on TV, guys. Fuck, it chaps my head. That kind of shit just bothers me.
And to kind of highlight like a big difference in like wrestling now, and the way it's being watched is that big fuck up on Dynamite with the chair spot.
Yeah.
Like, you see that, and it's, before, like, she'd probably get annihilated by the crowd or whatever, or just be like, like a stupid ass wrestler, whatever the fuck. But it's just something funny that happened through the course of the fucking match. Move the fuck on. The rest of the match is fucking cool. The tendency, and I've seen a decline in it, but tendency used to be to like harp on that kind of shit. Like, you'd start seeing a big deal made out of that, and questioning whether or not they should even be there.
Yeah, where's the campaign to get her fired?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's cool that there's that change being made. I think what it is, just the attitude of like, hey, look, they fucked up, and it's like, we don't care. People are just having fun, man. They're just having fun watching wrestling, not just AEW, but just wrestling in general. Even WWE, strictly WWE fans, they're enjoying watching this shit. Rosters everywhere are stacked, and it's still like good wrestling. And for me, like, the storylines do matter. Like, give me something to really give a shit about. This flippy floppy John Cena, Cody Rhodes stuff, like, it doesn't move me. Like, it doesn't, like, it feels it feels like a giant fuck up by a company that should not be fucking up giantly. So
yeah, when lately when they messed up, they've messed up huge, right?
Yeah. And so I don't trust them, and that's why I don't really spend too much time looking into that. But yeah, wrestling everywhere it's phenomenal, man. And we were talking about that AAA thing that it may lead to something shitty down the road, but for now things are cool, man. And the more TV televised wrestling you get, the more stuff you get out there on the internet, like the more local stuff you get too. New Breed's doing good stuff. They just recently brought in as the Dango.
Nice.
They just brought him in. Luigi Primo. He's wrestled here a few times.
I've heard of that
now.
guy.
Yeah, he just wrestled one of the local dudes, Kike Caballero. He just wrestled him, I think, on Sunday or something, sometime earlier this week. So there's a lot of movement here, and you don't create that without out on the outside into the bigger stage, there being more movement there.
Right.
And it's like, fucking thank God for AEW, man, because that's a big reason why this is fucking happening. And we talked about it before. I think it was back before COVID even, that this is what it was looking like, that shit was about to break open. So yeah, the wrestling business seems to be doing really, really well. And it's a very viable like hobby. Like, if that's your only hobby, you're gonna get a lot out of it,
Yeah.
Where before you had to really like search, and we had to go to forums and get clips off shit and stuff like that, or the tape trading days that I never did, but stuff like that. But
now it's this Sunday MLW is gonna put on a big show on YouTube.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, and it's free.
Yep.
Yeah. So I love it, man. And that's to me, that's really what like the whole trip for All In kind of was, from being so into it that you wanted to do it, and then getting all jaded, like, fuck, man, like, why can't, do we know this can be better? Like, why can't we see more? Why can't we see better? And then getting to this badass super show where it's just top to bottom phenomenal shit from every aspect of wrestling, the fireworks, presentation, the crowd, and all that. It was really special, man.
And even the GCW show was so good. Everybody there was wanting to support the shit and was happy and excited, and that was really cool because it was a very intimate setting. So like, after the show, Shotzi Blackheart's at her table, and you'd be like, man, you got some cool stickers. Like, her merch was Shotzi Blackheart's merch was better than anything WWE ever created for her.
Yeah.
Ever. The shit that she had at her table was awesome.
It was fucking cool.
We bought a bunch of it. And and you bought it by like giving money to Shotzi Blackheart. It's kind of like it's not the same as, and I don't mean this in a demeaning way, but it's like when you're at a store now, and everybody flips the tablet to give them tips. And like, the complaint is everybody's getting tips now. But whenever I see that, I ask the person behind the counter in a low voice so the managers don't hear. I say, "Do you get the tips?" And they're always honest. If they say yes, I tip them. If they say no, I don't tip. Like
you don't tip.
Like the venue that AEW was at. They all their things asked for tips, but none of the employees got the tips. They were very honest with me, and they said, "No, it gets redistributed to the company." And I said, "Fuck that, 0." So the money goes. I want to know that, especially on a smaller level, I want to know the money's going directly to somebody. And buying an independent wrestler's merch is a great way to do that.
Yeah.
You had mentioned already, like at GCW, we didn't really know a ton of the wrestlers because GCW is such a hot brand that the brand itself is it's good enough to go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you see GCW, it's like you're gonna get a good show. Like no matter who's on the card, they have enough like regulars that are, you're like, okay, I know a couple of those folks, and but yeah, man, and it's like it's like a revolving roster, man. Of the different cards that you see, it's like different folks, different style shit, or different like match types and stuff. But the sell for us was definitely Matt Cardona and Shotzi. That's like kind of like why we did make the decision to go, and that was pretty cool. I got some pretty good footage of that one too when she jumped off the bar and did the DDT.
Yeah,
got pretty good footage of that. But yeah, that was a super fun show, man. And Gillies, I'd never been in Gillies, and that's a really cool venue. I dug that big ass sign in the front, iconic neon sign. I was not a fan of the line, but it was to be expected.
Yeah.
Oh, and that random like weird little whatever the sandwich shop or whatever that we went into. And the thing that looked kind of like a train station, but it wasn't.
Yeah. We accidentally went on a date. That was weird. I looked around and I was like, man, if I lived in Dallas, this is where I'd be meeting Bumble chicks,
Right.
Crazy.
What the fuck did we get? Like a sandwich and a beer or something?
I got a coffee.
Oh, coffee, that's right.
And
oh no, I got a White Claw, I think. Yeah, like a White Claw. Yeah. That was funny. I forget what you were saying, but it was some joke about like the music or something because there was like a live performer, but like the music started getting like quieter or whatever, it started like died out, and then like I forget what you said, but it sounded kind of like loud, and I was like, it's still loud.
I don't remember.
I remember what it was, man, because you started talking about it when we were at the counter, and then when we went to the table, waiting for the order, like, and that's when it was, like you said it again, and I forget what it was.
Yeah, I mean that place was a total, WBCW show kind of place. Like, let's go hang out there.
Yeah.
And discuss our lives.
Discuss the current problem that we have to confront.
Yeah.
And then someone leaves dramatically.
The music on tonight's Dawson's Creek was whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. The first hotel that we went to, being right across the street from the Curtis Colwell Center, was an absolute godsend.
Oh gosh.
That was the shit. Just being able to walk there and back and not have to deal with any goddamn traffic.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That was very fun.
Yeah. Oh, and it was awesome running into Jose. Our ride to All In from the extended stay that we stayed at. That was pretty cool. They got an event coming up, Evil Masters. They have an event coming up in October, Fight Like a Girl. It's gonna. Last year it was mostly women wrestlers, but this year it's gonna be 100% women's wrestling show.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's
cool.
It's fucking amazing. they're gonna be able to do that. They're bringing some of the folks. That's gonna be October. It is, yeah, October 18th. Yes, 2025, in the year of our Lord. On to some pretty interesting developments this week. As you two viewers may know, Oscar and I are also comic book creators. And this week we received our contributor copies of a pretty awesome book. Oscar, what is that book?
It's From Cocinas to Lucha Libre Ringsides, a Latinx comics anthology.
Yeah. So this anthology was edited by Professor Frederick Lizaldama of UT, University of Texas in Austin, and Angela M. Sanchez. It's an anthology over about 200 pages, chingos of stories. It all centers around the culture and our relationship with food in our culture. So there's all kinds of different stories. There's some more dramatic ones and stuff like that. But the one that we did, it's a silly little tale, and it has to do with surprise, surprise, wrestling. So it's called the Final Four Wrestling. And there's our credits. Oscar drew it, and Tim Fielder did shading, colors, etc. And I wrote it. The incomparable Tim Fielder.
Oh, he also did the backgrounds as well.
Yeah, he did the backgrounds. Yeah, he kicked ass, man. Because you did the monos and the flats, I believe, right?
Yeah,
and then he did the backgrounds, and yeah, like the arena shading and all that stuff. Yeah, arena shading and all that jazz, man. He really brought this thing to life, man. Made it pop. But it was an awesome experience making this thing. This is like several years in the making now, and we were well, I wasn't even supposed to be part of the whole thing, but I went to go visit you in Austin, and I was just gonna go screw off for a day or throughout that week while you were gonna do a project with Tim.
Yeah.
And I ended up, yeah, just kind of sticking around. Thank you, Professor Aldama, for offering if I wanted to stick around for the project, and instead of me going and getting lost at a comic book shop. But yeah, that was really cool. It was 10 pages over 4 days, 5 days was the assignment.
Yeah, it was a marathon, man. It was so crazy to do. We just he didn't lock the door, but he put us in he put us on a room for like 4 days. And then said like, how fast can you make a fucking comic book, a short story? And then we also did, in between that or after that, I forget, we also talked to elementary school kids, which was super cool.
Yeah, that was during it. I think it was like that Tuesday or something.
And in retrospect, it made total sense for you to be a part of it, even though the only reason you weren't a part of it originally is because you and Aldama never actually talked.
Yeah, and I'm in Brownsville. You guys are in Austin.
Right, because you're like, number one, you're out of town, and and when we first started a dialogue with Aldama, when we sent him Mashbone and Grifty, and he did a review of it and said how much he loved it, I was in charge of the social media page for the most part, so the dialogue was between me and him. But to his credit, he never, just because he never had talked to you, he never diminished your role in Mashbone and Grifty. And neither did I, for that matter. I was like, the shit's 50-50 as far as, the balls that we put in it or whatever the fuck. I don't know how else to say it. But so when he saw you, he was like, oh buddy, it's it's this guy, holy shit.
Yeah.
And it only took like a sentence or two for him to say, like, you're part of this, right?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of how he said it, like, assuming that you're in it. You're here. And which was awesome, because everything was it was, we all worked together like they do making comic books. We discussed what was going to happen, and then you were like, all right, I'm going to script it and let's fucking do it. It was awesome.
Dude, and that was, and man, it's so rad to be in the room with Tim because I learned something from him that day. I don't know if you remember when it came to the scripting, like, I think it was just twice or something. Like I think I asked you and then once I asked both of y'all about something, what do you know, should it be this, should it be that? And Tim's like, you're the writer, make the decision, man. And I was like, oh fucking yeah, that's right. Because before that, like I wasn't really used to like writing like that without being like, hey, what do you think, Oscar, and stuff like that. So that was really fun.
He had very he very respectfully like drew the line.
Yeah, that was really fucking cool. Now and I was like, yeah, like you're right. Like holy shit, like yeah, that's cool. So I learned something, man, and I that made me feel more confident. On top of like the confidence he had already given us after we talked about how we had been wrestlers and stuff. Like his reaction to that made me feel so fucking cool. And then after that, getting that kind of bit of advice from him, like that's priceless to me, man. That's good shit.
Yeah, he's definitely a guy who I really respect his outlook on life and his outlook on living. He's a very positive dude, and he has he portray that's what he portrays. He portrays the image of like a dude who knows what the fuck he's doing, and that's something that I have been trying to strive for the past couple of years to. Nobody's really ever gonna know what the fuck they're doing, but like I want to feel it,
Yeah.
And I feel like I've been feeling it in certain areas of my life, and it feels good to feel it, and I just it's infectious.
Yeah.
Like that's something that I've been thinking about, since we met that guy. Is like his attitude was infectious, and I really want a piece of that.
Yeah. Also, just kind of thinking about what we were doing, working with you, working with him, and then it's for Professor and stuff. Yeah, it just really made me kind of dial in and just kind of like this tunnel vision thing as I was working on it. Like, holy shit, like this is cool. Like this is what I wanted to do. As collaborate with folks and then going into the experience with doing the presentation for the school kids, and then being able to go to UT and to present the finished product, the Final Four, to Professor's class. That was something I never thought that I would be able to do. And I mean, I don't know why not. I've been my career's been like training and development and stuff, but I just, for whatever reason, I just never thought like, oh, one day these two things would merge, So that was pretty cool, given that little presentation and stuff on it, and again doing it with you and Tim, and getting the questions and all that stuff. Just having that audience, people engaged with what we were doing and being really interested in it, wanting to learn. It really dialed in that, man, like we've been doing stuff for a little bit, maybe not a whole lot, but we know what we're doing, Cool.
It feels good, and sometimes it's good, I mean, it's great to be humble, but it's also good to acknowledge what you have and to feel good about it. And that's something that for a while, artistically, I wasn't feeling it, and doing the Mashbone and Grifty comic brought that up a bit, but then it started to go down again. And some being in the room and working with a guy like Aldama and a guy like Tim Fielder really it's kind of like an ego boost too, because it's those guys they're not shy about what the fuck they do, like at all. Me, I can be shy as fuck, honestly. Even with the wrestling, I can be shy about it and kind of like not really want to talk about it to people, even though it brings me great joy. And I feel like not specifically wrestling, but what I do with the character, I feel kind of like it's kind of like my life's purpose sometimes, like to just bring joy to people. But I also sometimes don't want to talk about it. I'm single. I go on dates, and it's like fucking hell to try to talk about wrestling.
But
It's such a big. It's such
puppet.
the fucking puggy. It's like it's such a big part of my life that it's not like it's not. Oh, I'm a wrestling fan and I watch wrestling. If I only watched it, I could never talk to women about it, like because it's not important. Like I don't have to. The girl, like they don't have to watch wrestling with me. That's what you're for. That's what I'm for, just by my fucking self, because I watch wrestling by my fucking, like, my kids don't even want to watch wrestling, and I don't force them. But like to actually do wrestling in such a weird way, like I have to talk about it to women when I date. And I'm not good at it. I'm really not good at it. So like artistically, to see Tim Fielder be in a room with you and be in a room with me and still have him be like, look at what I'm drawing. Look at this. Like the life in his eyes when he's like, look what I drew. Holy shit. Like it made me think like, why aren't I like that? Why aren't I showing off comic books like, look what the fuck I did?
Dude, I did that shit all this fucking week since I got this goddamn book. I showed like 6 or 7 people, like 6 people that were coworkers and like 3 customers. I've been carrying this motherfucker with me all week. Look what I did, because I'm proud of it, man. And
I still need to fucking do a social media post about it. Fuck.
Yeah, I haven't yet either. I'll probably will tomorrow though.
And it's not that I'm not proud of it. I'm really fucking proud of it. I did the wrestling pop when I opened it to the splash page, of the plancha. But that's what I'm saying about like Aldama and Tim Fielder is that like you gotta be proud of the shit you do.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know how we got on that tangent, but fuck.
To the 2 people that are watching, we're about to annoy the hell out of everyone with our posts. We're gonna post daily because you're gonna fucking die. Just post.
Hey man, some things should be allowed to die.
Right. But yeah, man, that was a really cool week. Really cool to have just and it was on my birthday week. So it was like a cool little like
you did come here for your birthday,
yeah. So that was like the nice little thing, really good, great like gift, a priceless gift. Being able to work on this, doing the presentations and stuff, that was really cool. But yeah, from Cocinas to Lucha Libre Ringsides is the book. Be sure you order it. Be sure you get it. And again, thank you very much to Professor Aldama for including us in this, as well as the other amazing talents that are in this, and Tim Fielder for just being an awesome dude. Thank you for the amazing work you put into mine and Oscar's work as well. But it was a really cool collaboration, man.
The whole thing was punk rock.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like we were in a garage.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like AC and all that cool shit. But at the same time, like we're just getting in here, get in this room, we're gonna do shit and like just do it. It was
just so jam. Cool. Yep. Yeah. Motherfuckers went in there and just jammed. But yeah, good stuff. And I wanted to just kind of talk about briefly 2 other comics. Just wanted to show them before we skedaddle. Basically 2 of the homies. So one is the homie Kevin Garcia. Can't say enough good things about that guy. Amazing brain, amazing comic book historian with emphasis on Marvel. He came out with a badass comic called World's War. It came out at the end of last year. This is a throwback to kind of Golden Age type heroes. Really good story. I won't spoil it. It has a really cool little twist at the end. This is from Monomythic, which is Kevin Garcia's imprint. And it's kevingarcia.com for more information on his work. But he put a lot of work into this, and also the artist that he worked with. But again, World's War, it's definitely a book that's worth picking up. Again, this comes from someone that's a Marvel historian, Kevin Garcia. super bright guy. We met him many eons ago. And again, like I said, can't say enough good things about him. Super nice, great energy. He's a smart ass, which I love. But yeah, get that book from him, kevingarcia.com. And then we also had Rafael Flores Jr. on the show, and this was from Grimcore Studios, and we were plugging the book Return of Camazotz. Finally got the issue number 2 copy in, and yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's again, this is Grimcore Studios, and Return of Camazotz is their project. But Rafael, a really cool guy, also a fellow wrestling fan. So he's hella into the business too. But go ahead and get that book too. I believe it should be up on the Grimcore site as well. But just wanted to highlight those two, and also this guy right here. Yeah. Bam! Mashbone and Grifty Volume 1 open for biz by me and this guy, Oscar and Rolando. This is on Amazon. Be sure you look it up as Volume 1, Mashbone and Grifty Volume 1 open for biz. Over 100 pages of a bunch of really cool, awesome action. Check that out.
Make sure you get the one that is, do not buy the one that is 24 pages from Scout Comics. That is it's a doo-doo book. It smells like doo-doo. You don't want it. I don't know why, man. Like Scout Comics, like all the books that they came out that they published, like especially Mashbone and Grifty, just like smelled like doo-doo. Like made me sad. I don't know why they did that. Yeah. No, I'm did
it have did yours also have the corn sticking out the bottom of the book?
I'm just butthurt because they did such a crappy job.
Yeah.
You want to make Netflix movies? Go fucking make Netflix movies. All right, that's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Leave the comics alone.
Positive, right? Positive.
Positive. Fuck no, man. Choose violence. That's what I say.
Choose violence. Fuck those guys.
Every day.
And I don't. You know what? No, I don't feel bad about that anymore because they proved themselves to be shitty to people, even if they're not Mexican. So, anyways, buy the actual graphic novel Volume 1 because in the next couple months, Volume 2 will be out, and it's going to kick even more ass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have been working tirelessly on Volume 2. I think y'all are going to really enjoy it. It's, man, it's so good. I like it. I like it a lot. It's funny as fuck. But yeah, I can't wait to release that one out into the wild, man. It's so much fun.
So we have Volume 3 and Volume 4 are like half done, but we got to get Volume 2 out first. And I love Volume 3 and Volume 4, but holy crap, I think Volume 2 is going to be my personal favorite.
Yeah. It's good. It's really good. With Volume 3, that's going to be our. Can we say? We can say it, right? What the theme is going to be on?
We can say whatever we want, man.
Yeah. Okay. So Volume 3 is going to be our Christmas issue, which was the original holiday issue.
Because it should also have a.
Yeah.
That's the half that's missing.
The entirety of it's going to be a holiday issue, but half of it's going to be our Christmas issue that we've already completed. But we're going to make a brand new Halloween special that's going to be part of the holiday book. So it's going to be half Halloween and half the Christmas story. And for the Halloween one, haven't wrote out the script yet, but I have a pretty loose treatment done that I think is going to be pretty fun. So watch out for that one. And then Volume 4 is going to be issue 4, but expanded. And issues 3 and 4 have not been in this larger format as of yet. So it'll be a first time for those. So yeah, it's going, man. It's going. We got a little bit of momentum there going, but yeah, can't wait to release more of these, and then get on with the next arc.
Yeah, and start doing the conventions again. That'll be fun.
Yes, yeah.
I don't feel bad for missing them because we didn't have nothing going on. But yeah, the goal, as far as comics go, my goal is to get back to SDCC at least once, and get to SDCC just so we can like release this book as much as possible. Have a lot of people, as many people as possible, just get the fucking book and get drunk with with what's his name? Get drunk with Lalo.
Lalo again.
That guy's a trip, man.
I'll be sure to take some scripts this time though. I'll have them on hand.
Oh yeah, and when it happens, you take the lead because I fucked that up.
That was funny.
And granted, we were all drunk, so it's not like anything that was said that night meant anything. But it was fun that we made him laugh so much that he wanted to know if we're script writers.
We had script, yeah.
And I marble mouthed, and then you shut me up and said, "Of course we are," which was good. That you did the right thing.
But yeah, that was fun. But yeah, man, I want to go back to SDCC too. This year actually would have been a pretty good year because there was no like huge like Marvel Studios presence. So I mean, there's obviously still a lot of Hollywood stuff, but yeah, there's a lot of focus on other things, man, on comics, namely. But yeah, that's a great experience, and I 100% want to go back.
Yeah.
But all right, man. Anything else you want to talk about before we skedaddle out of here?
I need to stop. I have a problem with eBay. I eBay comic books too much. But eBay is a broad term because I use like a bunch of different websites to get books. I was originally had Bring on the Bad Guys, Marvel Bring on the Bad Guys, a collection of one shots on my pull list, and I read the first one with the Green Goblin. No, that was the second one. I read Green Goblin one, and I said, "Holy crap, this is really good. I like it a lot." But then I didn't want to like. Oh, and then I started Googling and reading about it, and they said, "Oh, Bring on the Bad Guys. It's like a thing they've done. They've done two of them. They did one in the 70s and they did one in the 90s, and then this is the third." And I said, "Well, fuck, I gotta read those other ones." So I went on eBay and a bunch of other different websites, and I got the Bring on the Bad Guys. The first one, they're not naked, is blurry. Bring on the Bad Guys. This is the reprint from the 90s.
Yeah, sure.
Because I could have bought the one from the 70s, the original one, but almost every version that I found online is a piece of shit. It's like moldy on the corners, like you could see it. It's all yellow and tattered. There was one where like they were still asking for $40, and this whole chunk was missing.
What the fuck?
And I was being, the reprint, I can get it for $9.
Yeah.
So I would bid, and I would even put the message like the reprint's $9, and it's very poor quality. Sorry, but it is. So like I'll give you 20. Like I even doubled the $9, and it would all. I never got it. So, but that's fine because I'm not a collector. I actually want to read the shit, but I also don't want to read a piece of shit.
Yeah, like a scout book.
Yeah, smells like doo-doo, baby. What don't smell like doo-doo is Bring Back the Bad Guys. Which is the sequel one they did. And by the time I finish reading these, it'll be like 8 months from now. And the Bring on the Bad Guys are doing now should be in the trades.
The trades.
So I'll buy that.
All right.
I'll also be getting into older shit too. It happens when if I have to take a piss when I go to Austin Books to pick up my pull list. If I have to take a piss, then I end up going to the back issues. And I got the entire series of Wolverine, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. They suckered me in because it's John Romita Jr.
Yeah.
There's not much of John Romita Jr. that I wouldn't purchase just to be like, I like his art. And then I read that this storyline. I read the first issue of this. And there's so many fucking callbacks to the previous storyline that I went and I got that. I got that too. The reason I got it is because also, but it's Mark Millar, but it's also illustrated by Romita Jr. So it's like, well, fuck, now I got to get that one too. So
Shit.
Too much money, man. I'm gonna go broke on these funny books.
But you're gonna get schmata because you'll be reading. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Shit. Well, all right, man. Well, on that note, comics, wrestling. Be sure you watch them and read them. Be sure you follow Realist Scraps across social media, except for X. We're not on X anymore, but we're at RLST_GRAPS. And wait, hold on. Boom! There we go. I got a little thing. Bam! Follow and share. But yeah, follow us on social media. We're going to be I will be posting more stuff. Hopefully, follow Five Meats as well at Five Meats. That's our comic book imprint, so be sure to follow that. Also, Mashbone and Grifty, as I said earlier, bam, on sale right now. Volume 1 on Amazon.com by the incomparable Oscar and Rolando. But yeah, any final words, Oscar?
Realist Scraps and doo-doo books.